I'm in the shit, like I'm in my shit, right? And it stinks. It's putrid. It's brutal, right? But yet people are trying to pull me out, and I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good in this shit here. Let me just stay and waddle it a little bit more. Yeah, okay, I gotta get real for a little bit, because as much as I teach this shit and I coach this shit, sometimes I'm not very good at this shit. So I got thrown a bit of a curveball over the past month with my business, and it really kind of it just really shook me, and I found myself in a kind of in a panic mode, and in a mode of not really being able to function very well. Man, it was bad. And each time I'd be talking to people, and it was like it was doomsday, and you know, this is what's happening, what am I gonna do, and all this, and I wasn't listening to anyone's, you know, advice, let's say, because I was just so stuck in this situation and what was happening. I guess I kind of, you know, I'm a bit annoyed at myself, because I could have foreseen that this was going to happen, that the situation was going to happen. And really what it comes down to was, you know, I have too many eggs in one basket, meaning that, you know, too much of my business comes from one particular client. And it's a very risky, you know, place to be, because if something happens or something changes, then it really throws your business for a loop there. And all of a sudden I went into panic mode and had to, you know, really kind of go into some quick business development, and what do I need to do? How do I, you know, better, you know, have this more of a balanced portfolio of clients, and going after different business. But anyways, it was pretty much a shit to deal with for about, you know, 2 to 3 weeks. In fact, I, you know, on the phone with my employee Susie, and I was just getting triggered. And, you know, I think at one point in the conversation, I'm like, you know, we should probably end this call, because I'm just not in a good place right now, and we're not getting anywhere. And I'd be on the phone talking with my girlfriend, and the same thing, she's trying to help me and have me see things, and I'm not listening to anything. I'm just so stuck. It's like I'm in the shit, like I'm in my shit, right? And it stinks. It's putrid. It's brutal, right? But yet people are trying to pull me out, and I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good in this shit here. Let me just stay and waddle it a little bit more, and, you know, get some sympathy from some people. But no, I'm not going to reach for that lifeline that you're sending me. No. Like that's really what it felt. And I'm sure the people that were close to me were just getting so annoyed and so pissed off with me around this. Anyways, it took me a while to really sort of break out of it. And really, I guess what I want to share is how I did it, like what got me out of it. And this is what worked for me. And I started to, what I realized is that I'm someone that needs to talk to a lot of different people and collaborate with a lot of different people, and I'd forgotten that. And I really was, you know, my world kind of had gotten smaller. And so the first thing that I realized was that I was in this big tub of shit, and I needed to get out, and I realized that I couldn't do it alone. And it wasn't just one person that I needed multiple people. So I reached out to, you know, a couple of coaches, a couple of colleagues, a couple other consultants, to really sort of help me. Jesus Christ, this is incredible, this road. Holy smokes. Okay, anyways, so reached out to them, and each person gave me something different. You know, like one of them was, you know, very sort of insightful, and they were just like, you're, you know, saying you're someone that's always collaborates. You need collaboration in the work that you do, and that's what keeps you energized and motivated and positive. And I realized I had a lot less of that. A lot less of that was happening. So that was closing me down a little bit. And then another one, was a bit of sort of tough love, where one was just like, dude, you know what you need to do. Just get off your ass and do it. Call up those contacts, start talking to people, exploring, tell people what you can do some of that self-promotion, and it was stuff I knew, and I was just, kind of sitting on my ass going, oh, no, life's too difficult, I can't do this, or I'm not quite ready yet, anyways, it was just, after the fact, you realize how much of a whiny, dimwit I was. So, so I got that from other people. And then other ones, it was more of just talking to them about, different ways of how they're going and getting business, and realizing I'm like, oh yeah, that gives me an idea. I should probably go and do this. And sort of slowly but surely, like a little bit by little bit, it opened things up for me. So how did I get myself out of this cesspool of shit that I was stuck in? And I think it was the first thing is really owning it and realizing that you're there and you're stuck and you can't get out and you can't do it alone. And the second one was just reaching out to the different people that I needed. And I know for me, I think it was 4. I know it was 4, and it was I think I reached out to maybe 10 people, but I was able to connect with those 4 people, and with the 4 people, wow, those rocks are really cool. With those 4 people, they were the ones that sort of it was a step that I took with each of them that got me out of that funk. It doesn't happen overnight. Sometimes when I talk about this stuff, it's like, just, give yourself some space, some distance, you can, well, that does work with some things. Depends on what kind of the emotional impact or the emotional situation that you're in. Sometimes it takes longer, and I know for me, I was stuck in it for a couple of weeks. So the good news is that you get out of it. What I do know about this is that the more often that I can kind of get into, let's say, these little values or these cesspools of stuff, and the more practice I have at getting myself out, then the better. So okay, what's going on here? I got a little bit of is it a roadblock? Well, let's turn off this goddamn loud bike. Oh my god. So right, so let me just, I probably already summed it up, but let me just sum it up again. You've got to accept and know that you're stuck, that you're in this pile of crap. And I know for me what helped was that I did realize that I was pushing, people away that were trying to help me. And then once I did that, then it was like, okay, smarten up. Now go get the help you need. And that was when I started reaching out to the, all the different kind of contacts, and each person gives me something different, different perspectives. I didn't know exactly what I needed, and in the end, what I did need was I needed a little bit, kind of from everyone. So that's kind of quickly sort of what was kind of going on for me. That's what we got for right now.